get out in large numbers and register as voter. IEBC, Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, officially launched their voter registration since 29th of September 2025. This is the first task that is being played by the Ethicon team since their appointment and confirmation to their respective offices. And now, welcome back to Real Talk Republic podcast all the way from Kiafrica Studios. Every Kenyans are urged to get out in large numbers and register as a voter in preparation of 2027 because it's going to be fire, gumibwekse, two-term maintenance, and one-term affirmation and manifestation. IEBC are now calling upon all Kenyans that are yet to register as a voter to get out in large numbers, especially the Gen Zs who really waited for this moment for the longest duration, and now time is right now. But during this registration, there is new criteria or document requirements that have been issued by the IEBC ziko tofauti than zenye tulitumia 2022. Now in conclusion, IEBC inasema kwamba IEBC will now be taking ID details, of course they do that, photos, na kuscan iris, fingerprints from new voters. ID details zimekuwa zikichukuliwa, photos zimekuwa zikichukuliwa, na fingerprints zimekuwa zikichukuliwa, and there is new one that have created a huge concern to Kenya regarding their data. I mean, privacy to the data, that is iris scanning. Let's take an example of what happened when there was a cryptocurrency that launched itself in Africa and in Kenya to be specific, that is WorldCoin, that was scanning Kenyans' iris. And the government, through the judiciary, stopped the cryptocurrency from continuing with their prejudice. And now IEBC have taken this route. Kenyans are saying, how safe or secure is our data? Is our iris data safe or rather secured? Listen to this. In 2022, there was about 200 KIMS kits that went missing. Mpaka sai, they are yet to be found. Remember, in these KIMS, there is our data, fingerprints. And IEBC is saying that to give us the fair, to term it according to them, result, then we need to have the iris one. The truth of the matter is, Kenya is yet to have a secured law or regulation on sensitive data protection, as iris is being referred to. Now the question is, how long is the data from the iris is going to be stored? You see, I'll give you a region of countries where are using this type of voter registration and how it works for them. We have countries like South Africa, that one in Africa, and most in European Union that already have strict laws that is regulating this type of data collection. Now, Ethicon and the team are telling us that this is the way that our votes are protected. Let this one not be a concern to you. Just get out, get registered, be ready to vote out, be ready to fight. Because in this essence, we are told that the equalizer, even to Uncle Ruto, is your vote. And your equalizer to even the rich is your vote. Because it's an equal measure and equal right to every citizen in the Republic of Kenya. Now, I drafted down some of the serious laws that we should be considered, especially by IBC, if they needed to bear the loopholes ama kuziba zile loopholes ambazo ziko kwa the commission. And these are the points that I intended to share with you. Number 1, a dedicated biometric data protection law. These are the things that Kenya needs if we intend that we are supposed to be giving data in the ways such as the iris and even fingerprint scannings. And then number 2, independent oversight of election data, not just IBC marking its own homework. IBC should be assessed separately. You see, we heard about servers, on how we were once told that we have the access to server, we can see whatever is going on in the servers. How sure about this one? When other documents or forms are locked from the citizens. Number 2, cybersecurity laws treating election system as critical national infrastructure. Number 3, explicit bans and criminal penalties for selling or sharing biometric data. Now on that, you remember I talked about WorldCoin, a cryptocurrency that was banned from accessing or collecting citizens' data. The question is, what if after the registration and after elections, all these our datas that are being collected through our iris are sold out to WorldCoin again for billions, because WorldCoin is about money. Number 3, another critical concern or laws that should be in place is clear rules on how long IBC can keep your data and when it must be deleted. There is example of the data collection that have been sorted through these ways and in these countries that I've given you examples, but they have duration. The ownership of the data remains with the person that gave them out. Another one is stronger breach notification rules through full disclosure within 72 hours. And final, with whistleblowers protection, so insiders can safely expose loopholes. Very sure, very certain that there is a lot of people that knows our election are being rigged in IEBC, knows whatever goes on in the Electoral Commission, but they can't speak it out. Why? Mainly because they're afraid of their life. There is no law that is offering them protection in the Republic of Kenya. And they're saying, if I speak out of what I know, who will come to defend us? So, it is okay to get out and to register as a voter. But our concern remains on the protection of our data that is being collected by IBC, especially in the iris, having in that even the High Court nullified out the use of iris scanning. I read you whatever one of the commissioner of IBC, that is Alutalala Mukwana, who described iris capture as a measure to improve accuracy and prevent duplicate registrations. Fingerprints also prevents duplicate registrations, but it has never. Have that in mind. He also noted that the Commission will review legal provisions to ensure compliance with the new process. Will, not a shall. This is a wish and not a mandatory subject that it will be attended to. So he said, Mukwana Atulala said this is an improvement to ensure the accuracy and credibility of the data of those who will vote. Every time when we are heading towards general elections, they introduce new methods, new criteria with a promise of credibility. But we are yet to watch on credibility. Now, get out Register as a voter. Get ready to dance to your fiddle come 2027. Either one term, two term, or your preference. And that also can make you a presidential candidate. Now, to my production team, Brian Muchara, Mohammed Mwinyi, and Prudence Mali, they are saying yes and urging you to get out in large number and register as a voter. Till next time, this is Real Talk Republic podcast from Kiafrika Studios. Dango.